25 laps for some of the most exciting racing you're going to find. They come off of turn number 4. Mike Belanger lets them loose. We're underway. Pure stock style as they come off of turn number 2.
25 green flag laps on the board. And down into turn number 3, it's Menard still out front of Bergstrom. Morgan down to the inside, fighting for third as there's a huge battle back in the pack, almost 3 wide there, as they're all bunched up heading into lap number 2.
Off of turn 2, and it is the 4 setting the pace down into the corners with the 3 of Bergstrom all over the back bumper. Menard trying to shut the door across the stripe. He'll set the sail down into turn number 1 more time.
Out of turn number 2 they come. Morgan closes that gap, makes it a 3-car battle up front with Chouinard in 4th as Morissette and Benoit battle behind her. Side by side for that 5th position. Off the corner they come and across the stripe. 22 laps to go here as their single file, your top 4 battle for 5th.
Benoit trying to strap the horses up on the outside, little by little gaining the edge on Morissette, closing in on the 6 of Chouinard. Meanwhile, up front, Max Bergstrom taking a bid for the lead down to the inside of the number 4. They roll off the corner. Menard again shuts the door down into turn number 3.
Menard and Bergstrom, a great battle here as the 57 of Morgan behind him opens up that door a little bit, and here comes Ava Chouinard trying to get that 3rd spot back that Morgan took from her earlier. They race down through 1 and 2. Chouinard off turn number 2 will take 3rd away.
Menard out front now by a half a car length over Bergstrom as they set sail 2 and 3 wide deeper in the pack. The 0 of Greg Perry works that outside lane, evens up with the 77 of Morissette as they hit turn number 3, tries to settle it up top. They come off of 4. Bergstrom backed out of the inside of Menard looking for the lead.
Trade and paint here, the 3 and 4. Here they come off the corner trying to fight to hold their position is Menard. Bergstrom tries to take it. He does off turn number 4. We have a new leader, and here comes Ava Chouinard hoping to hop up into 2nd.
Max Bergstrom takes over the lead at lap number 7. He sets sail with a hot and heavy number 6 on the back bumper. Ava Chouinard trying to get to the top of the leaderboard. She gets a warning from our starter. Doug Benoit up to the 3rd spot. All of a sudden, Greg Perry comes into the fight. He's up to 4th.
Benoit looks to take 3rd completely away from Menard. Here comes Chouinard out on the outside of Bergstrom. Couldn't get him on the inside. Here comes a run on the outside, trying to pull up alongside your leader, down into 1 and 2.
Chouinard slides up the racetrack trying to get a run with some lap cars in front of her. Benoit down to the inside there. He takes over the 2nd spot. Ava tries a crossover move and settles it in behind.
Morgan loose there, able to hold on, not after some contact with Morissette there. Chouinard doing a good job. In trouble in turn number 2. That's Morissette. He's around. So it's Bergstrom and Benoit side by side here as they roll down the backstretch into the corner. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Hitting the box. Off the corner they come. Green flag in the air, and it's Benoit on that outside lane with a really good restart. He's got the edge over Bergstrom. He's got some pushing from behind. That's Perry trying to get that outside lane going as they run into 3.
Bergstrom slides up, makes a little bit of contact with the deuce, but Benoit's able to stranglehold the lead away. They head down into turn number 1, and the deuce out front off of turn number 2. He sets the pace into 3.
Down into turn number 3 is Doug Benoit, your leader. Max Bergstrom still sits in 2nd, trying to hold off Ava Chouinard, who's trying to hold off Greg Perry in turn. As they're coming out of turn number 1, almost 3 wide there. Perry thinks better, presses down, looks to the bottom of Chouinard now in turn 3.
Off the corner they come. Chouinard working that top lane. Perry down to the bottom. Menard back into the fight. It's 5 cars battling for that 3rd spot. The 0 of Perry down on the inside. The 6 of Chouinard up top, the 82 of Avila, the 31 of Sustadio, the 4 of Menard, all trying to chase down the 3 who sits in the number 2 spot.
Down through 1 and 2 they go. It's Benoit, 4 car lengths ahead of Bergstrom in that number 3, sitting in 2nd. Perry now up in 3rd. Battle for 4th is on as it's Chouinard barely hanging on. as Avila gets underneath and will take that position away.
Ova settles it in right in front of the 31 of Custodio. Meanwhile, deep in the pack, Shane Lambert sideways off of turn number 2. Gathers it back in, falls in at the tail end of the field as your leader thunders off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway they go. Perry has closed that gap on the Bergstrom, looking to take away second with 8 to go. 7 this time by as they cross the stripe. Benoit crosses, and it's a 3-car battle. There is Avila now closed up, trying to move his way into the podium.
Battle for the number 2 spot, and here comes the 0 of Perry all over the back bumper of the 3 of Bergstrom. Avila right there down on the inside. 6 laps remaining this time across the stripe. Perry winds up that outside lane. He and Bergstrom drag race down into turn number 3, and they're even Steven off of turn number 4. 5 laps to go this time by.
Crossing the stripe, battle for second still on. Perry to the outside of Bergstrom as they roll through 1 and 2. Perry gets a good run off the corner, pulling even with Bergstrom. A little bit of a nose advantage into turn number 3 here. Perry trying to complete the pass on that outside lane, but Bergstrom with a good run off 4 pulls alongside.
From lap traffic staying high, letting the leaders thunder by down on the inside. Perry edges out ahead of Bergstrom, takes over the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Custodio down underneath the 82. Avila shuts the doors. Custodio kicks it back open. They both slide down to the infield, trying to throw the block as they hit turns 1 and 2.
A great job by both drivers, able to do some landscaping and keep the car straight as they rendezvous back on the track here as Custodio looks low, 3 wide, 4 wide off the corner with 2 laps to go.
Down the back straightaway, the 2 of Doug Benoit, your defending pure stock champion, leading the charge off of turn number 4, gets the white flag. Greg Perry trying to close in the gap there as they hit turn number 1.
Perry doing a heck of a job. He's got it down to 1 car length as they head down the backstretch. Perry, 1 final turn to close it. He puts the gas in and really closing up to the bumper, but it's not going to be in time. Checkered flag in the air for Doug Benoit.
Benoit takes down the win, second place, going to Craig Perry with Max Bergstrom third, 4th to Avish Renard, Cliff Avila rounding out the top 5. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a casual Friday night for you climbing out of that car. You barely even worked up a sweat.
I'm shocked that I won. My car hasn't been that good, and I guess once I got by the 3, there was a little bit of a log jam. I could see in my mirror. One thing that's very important this week, we had an open practice, and I want to thank the track. I was able to get in 6 or 7 rounds of practice, try different things, and for a one-man operation without all the fancy equipment, that was great for me. I got to try some different things, and the car was pretty good tonight.
Seemed like it worked out in your favor. You got to the front and never looked back.
Yeah, well, it's never easy. These cars are not easy to drive. In the last 5 laps, you're sliding and trying to hang on. Probably another few laps, Greg would have gotten to me. We could have had a little battle there.
Would have been fun for us, maybe not for you. I know you got some people you want to thank.
Just the usual, my friends, family, Billy Schwanad, my son, Scott Stone, me out, my wife, because she's awesome, Dave and Lisa for showing up, and my good friend Brian Marsden.